Hi, it's Jessica from Tilda. In this tutorial, we are going to make a rather simple online store with all products located at the same store page. We are going to have a title, description, and product photos. A click on the product card will open a pop-up with details. The pop-up will have a button to open the shopping cart form. A customer can select a quantity of the product, fill in the data, and pay for the purchase. In this tutorial, we will learn how to add products to your site, how to set up a shopping cart, and how to add a payment system. We are also going to find out how to set product parameters. For example, if you need to choose size or color. We are going to see how to add related products and packaging, for instance. We are also going to learn how to accept requests for paid products or orders without prepayment. Also, this page will have company information and contacts. This is a pretty simple page. There are some more complex. They are done pretty much the same way. The most important thing is that the page has clickable sections which lead to a specific part of the website. This works well if you have a lot of products, and it's easy to divide them into categories. For example, it can be a store's home page containing household accessories and furniture. Once we click on the furniture card, we get to a different page of the store where you can buy related products. By clicking on the accessories card, we'll be able to buy household accessories. Easy as that. You can find these cards in the tile and link blocks. This is a convenient way to set up site navigation. Alright, first of all, let's register on Tilda. Then we create a new website and give it a name. Now, let's create a new page. So we get to a page with templates. It's easy to start from here. Templates from the store category are in a separate tab. Starting with templates will make your work go faster, but this time I will make a web page from scratch. First, I'm going to create a title and a description of the store. Go to the block library and add a title. Now let's replace the content. Done. To start creating a store, you should add a block from the store category. The first block there is the cart. Now I'm just adding it to the website, but no setting it up yet. I'm going to create the product cards for the store first. I think this one will do. Now I need to replace the content. Replace the product photos and descriptions, and set prices. This is done in the Content tab. By the way, there are several ways to add products to the page. We can upload them via the Content tab here, or add the product catalog. I will talk about the catalog later, but now we will try to upload products manually. To add my products, I go to the Content tab. Here I can upload photos to the card. It is more convenient to upload multiple photos at once just by dragging them on the button. 2 at once, for example. Unwanted photos are deleted here. I am going to replace the other cards and put in my own photos. Done. I've just replaced the photos. Now I need to replace the texts, description, and product prices. I can do it right here. Prices can also be replaced right here. You can also add the previous price next to the current price. For example, if the product was previously more expensive, you can show the benefit. You can also mark a card to highlight the product. Go to the Content section. Each card has a Show More section. Here you can add a button or mark the card, such as Sale or New. This way the user will know that this product is new. Now I will replace the remaining product names and prices with my own. Done. Now that we have product cards and the cart on our page, it is already a functioning store. Let's test it. We are going to publish the page and try to select one of the products on the store's page. Now we have a product with a purchase button. It leads to a pop-up with an order form. Here you need to fill in your data. The data was successfully sent. Currently, we do not have any payment system enabled on the store's page, as well as a system for accepting data from forms. Even so, your customers' leads are still stored in your account. To check them, you'll need to go to the Leads section of the website. There you will find those that came in from the forms on your site. Leads are stored for 30 days. And even if you don't have any system receiving data from forms, you can see the request and contact your customer. Next, we'll see how to add a payment system to our store. Let's go back to the store page. Now the price and a value in dollars is shown under the product cards. Actually, this value can be changed. This is done in the website settings. Let's see how it's done and learn how to add payment systems while we're at it. Go to the website settings and then to the Payment Systems tab. Here, at the very beginning, we see the symbol of the chosen currency. Here we can choose among the currencies of different countries, and we can also choose whether the sign will be to the right or to the left of the price. Next are the payment systems. There is a variety of payment systems and you can add several. For example, you can set up both PayPal and Stripe at the same time and add cash payment as well. That way, a customer can pay for the product with cash to the courier. Let's add cash. Cash on delivery. Press Add. The cash payment system is enabled. Let's also add PayPal. Here at the bottom is the title. This is the title to be displayed in the cart during purchase. Add. 2 payment systems are added. Let's also add Stripe. Now we've got 3 payment systems added. Now they will be displayed in the cart after the data form. Let's see what it looks like. Let's save the changes and return to the store. Publish the page. Now when we go to the cart after the Fill in the Data form, you can choose the payment method, cash, PayPal, or Stripe. The entry fields of the cart are also configurable, and you can actually make them larger or smaller. For example, you can remove the email entry field and leave only the name and phone number to contact the customer by phone. Or you can make more entry fields. You can also add a button here. The customer can use it to send you a file. Let's see how these fields are configured. To do this, go back to the editor and go to the cart. In the Content tab, there are entry fields. Here are the default entry fields, which can be duplicated, disabled, or deleted completely. If you want to change the entry field type, do it here. Now I need to create a new entry field, which will be called Delivery Options. I'm selecting the type, field title, delivery, and I'm listing the values. Let's set its cost for the customer and put in the numerical value. In most cases, this method of setting up delivery works perfectly. But if you need to include integrated delivery services and make this process more automatic, you can add other delivery services. To do this, you will need to use the Advanced Settings mode, which I am going to talk about later. For now, we'll save the changes and publish the page to see what we've got. Let's open the product card. And here we can see that during purchase, we can add self-delivery or courier delivery options. Let's get back to editing the store. Let's imagine that our products may have options when purchasing. For example, if a customer chooses this lamp, they can choose the size they need. Let's see how it's done. Go to the content of this block with products. Open additional settings in the product card. Here we can add parameters. You can add up to 3 parameters. I am going to name the parameter size. As an example, we sell the large or the small lamp. Parameters are listed in separate lines. Adding the name of the second parameter, it will be the color. Saving the changes. And let's look at what we've got. Now when you click a product card opens, and here I can choose the desired lamp size and color. But what if a large lamp costs more than a small lamp? How do I set different prices for purchasing? Let's go back to editing the page by clicking the Content tab and go to the parameter we need. A large size lamp will cost a little more. We set this value for the customer so they know how much it costs, and put in the numeric value of the new cost using the equal sign. Saving the changes, and republishing the page. Now when choosing a large lamp size, the price changes. Done. Let's go back to the page. And the next thing we can do is to offer the customer some additional related products. Let's see how it's done. Let's go to the Content section, then to the additional parameters in the product card and specify the third parameter, Packaging. Let's say that standard packaging is free, but gift packaging costs a little more. For this amount to be added to the total cost, we will put in how much the gift package will cost. And in order to add the cost of packaging, we're adding $10. Let's see how it looks like in the product card. Publishing. Now we can select the packaging option in the product card. This gift package costs $10, and we see that the total cost of the product has increased. When we go to our purchase, we see that all the products that we specified are listed next to the product, including the packaging, and it has already been added to the cost of the product. The parameters selected by the customer will be passed on to the connected data reception service. Let's see how to connect one of those. For this, let's go to the Forms section in the site settings. In fact, several data reception services can be connected. It can be your email, Telegram account, or special CRM systems. I'm going to activate the email. Now the requests will be sent directly to my email. The next thing I want to add is Tilda CRM. Tilda CRM is a built-in CRM system. It's free, really good for sales, and easy to connect. Let's do it. To connect the Tilda CRM, we need to select a sheet. You need to create one or select it here. And save it. I'm going to connect the CRM to all the forms on the website. Here you can see what the CRM system looks like and go to it. But first, let's save the changes. Let's go back to the store and to the shopping cart. Here in the Content Lab, we see that the Tilda CRM is already connected and we can go to it from here, for example. This is what the list looks like, and all the customer requests will be collected here. Let's go back to the store page. Finally, I just need to finish customizing the store and it's almost ready. All I need is to add the information about the store owner and the contacts. Basically, the store is almost ready to work, but before publishing the page, I will set a nice address for this website. It's done in the website settings, and you can set a subdomain on Tilda here as well. You can also connect your own domain. You specify it here, modify settings with the registrar, and it is ready to work. You can also purchase a ready-to-use domain through Tilda, so there would be no need to modify settings. But for now, I'm just going to set the subdomain and save the changes. Now I can get back to the page and publish it. The page is ready. It has a nice address, the store description, the product cards, and the shopping cart are all set. Currently, you can't see the cart, but it's okay. It appears after you select one of the products and add it. And now you can see that there is one product in the cart. The shopping cart settings can be modified. To avoid automatic opening of the shopping cart after adding a product, you need to go to the shopping cart settings and make some changes. You need to remove the Open Cart After Product Pick checkbox in the settings. Let's save it and republish. Now, after you add something to the cart, the product just goes there with a slight animation showing that it is added but the cart itself doesn't open. Any additional items added to the cart are saved automatically. For instance, if a customer leaves the page and then comes back, the product added to the cart still remains. If you have sections and multiple pages in your store, to avoid adding a cart to each page, you can add this block, for example, to your header or footer so the shopping cart would appear on every page of your website. So we have just created a store from scratch. We have added a shopping cart, payment systems, and services receiving data from forms, so we are already able to sell our products. The next thing I'm going to share is how to make a store a little bigger. As I promised, I will tell you how to use the product catalog if you need to keep track of a large amount of items, different product variations, and track the flow of a large number of products. The product catalog is a built-in dashboard which is pretty easy to manage and account for a large number of products. For example, it will perfectly suit a furniture store such as this one. With this site, I'm going to show you how to use the catalog. In this case, we see that the website has filters and product sorting by price, name, and order. Let's learn how to create such a store. Let's go to the Tilda editor. I have already added all the blocks I need to this page, the title and the product cards. To add a product catalog to the store, go to the block content and down below we can find the Retrieve the products from the catalog field. Here we need to select a product from the catalog. However, now we don't have any so far, so by clicking the Product Catalog button below, I move the administration panel. For now, it's empty. This is how an empty product catalog looks like. It needs to be filled in. Before uploading products to the catalog, let's see what we've got on the page. If you want to go back to your store page, click on its name. Here is everything you can do with the products. You can import or download a product catalog in 2 formats. You can also delete products. The next thing is the settings, header and footer. They need to be selected. And additional settings. Here we set the catalog sections and filters. Let's define the categories we have. These are the chairs, sofas, and armchairs. Create a category. Done. Catalog categories are displayed here. Filters help us to find products in the store. We will be able to sort the products by color, title, company, etc. We aren't going to add them yet. Let's add the first product. And it's a sofa. We already have the title ready. I'm going to fill in the description and text. The description will be visible next to the product tile on the page, and the text will be displayed in the product card. Now let's upload the image. Add the price, and if there is a discount on the product now, you can set the previous price so that the customer sees the benefit, and specify the amount of products we have in stock. Let's add product options. A product option is pretty much the same product but with different qualities. For instance, you can sell a t-shirt with different color options such as red, blue, or green. They may have different prices or their own separate product code. Let's add a new characteristic, such as color. Let's name it. Here you're going to see a table for the product with the new characteristic. We can upload the product here. I have a sofa. It is the same as the previous one, but gray. Let's save it, and set a color, and specify, for example, that it has no discount and the price is standard. We can also add additional options to our products. Most likely, with additional options, the product will cost a bit more. Let's add a furniture care products option as an example, and add the value of the option that the customer can choose. A customer can include this option to the package instead of adding it to the cart, and in this case, we specify that the product will cost $10 more. You can also add 2, 3, 4, or 5 options. It is very important to select the section of the catalog where you want to add your product. In this case, it is a sofa. Adding a catalog section makes it easier for your customers to sort products on the site later. The mark on the card. It can be a sale or, for example, the new mark, showing that your product on the site is new. Then you can add features, SEO settings, and set the visibility of the product. The product can be published and visible on the site, or it can remain as a draft and be published later. Let's save the settings. The next thing I'm going to do is fill in the catalog, and we'll see what we've got. Now I have filled in the catalog with the rest of the products, specified the price, and the amount in stock is visible. You can duplicate the product and fill in the card in a different way, adjust visibility, or delete the product. If you want them to be placed in a different order, you can simply drag this product card and it will change the product tile on the site. Let's go back to the store and see how to add catalog products to the site. Let's go to the card's content section, and at the bottom select the last filled catalog. We can add all the products from the catalog or from a specific section. Let's add everything and save it. Our products were automatically added to the store page. Next, I want filters and sorting to be displayed right above the product tiles. I can do this in the product catalog. Click here to quickly go there. We can add filters to the catalog. First, let's allow display of the search field and the sorting. Add a filter and select it. The filter name can be either product information or its characteristic. For example, we made a color. Let's add a color and several value options. Add a few more filters. The filter value is saved automatically, as is everything you do in the product catalog. We don't need to republish anything. Let's go to our site and refresh the page. Now we can see that above our products cards we have filters by color, section, brand, and price, as well as product search and sorting by different properties. Now I can remove certain sections of products from the page. Let's publish the page. Here we can see that catalog filtering works. Sofas and armchairs are displayed. Now the online store with a product catalog is ready, and I think that's it. In this video, we've learned how to make an online store on Tilda, how to add products manually or use the product catalog, how to configure the payment system, and how to accept orders. Now it's even easier to create your very own online store. Thank you for joining, and good luck.